Hey guys, this is Ms.A, and in this video I'm going to review with you how to make a bubble map. So first, what is a bubble map? We know that a bubble map is one of the thinking maps that we use in our school. And a bubble map is designed for describing through the use of adjectives and for identifying the sensory, logical, and emotional qualities of any topic or concept. So from that definition, I want you to activate your prior knowledge. What do you already know about adjectives? What are adjectives? Because understanding what adjectives are is key to properly using a bubble map. A bubble map looks like the one that's on the screen. You're always going to have a bubble in the center, and this is where you identify whatever topic you are describing, whether it's a person or an object. And the outside bubbles are where you actually write your descriptive words or adjectives. And then for all thinking maps, you always want to have a frame of reference, and that is what the black lines box all around the thinking map is. That's enclosing your frame of reference. So basically, all of this white space between the thinking map and your frame, your box, is your frame of reference. And your frame of reference is going to depend on the type of frame of reference your teacher directs you to use for that particular thinking map. Usually with bubble maps, our frame of reference is going to be a how do I know, because it makes sense if you're describing something to be able to prove how you know those descriptions are correct. And so we will focus on text evidence for bubble map frame of references. All right, so for this sample description, you always want to start by putting who you're describing, like I said, in the center. So I'm going to start with making a bubble map about myself. I'm going to say Ms.A. And if I think about a word to describe Ms.A, I might use helpful. Now I want to think about how I know Ms.A is helpful. What's my evidence? If Ms.A was a character in a story and I can find a direct quote to prove that she's helpful, that's what I would put in my frame of reference. But we also know that there are two types of text evidence. There are direct quotes, and then there are also just specific details that you paraphrase in your own words. So I could paraphrase a detail that I know about Ms.A that proves she's helpful, and I'm going to put that she is always making videos to help her students. Some really great handwriting as I try to write with my laptop. Not bad. All right, so that is just an example of my thought process as I go through the bubble map. And just to wrap it up, I want to show you an example bubble map describing a character from an independent reading book. This one comes from the book The Vampire Diaries. You always want to give your thinking map a title, and since this one is focused on a character from a book, the title should mention the actual book. You can see in the middle we have the name of the character, Elena, and then in the bubbles we have descriptions of Elena, and then next to each bubble there is text evidence that proves those descriptions. And this student has chosen to use a variety of text evidence. We have details like this one, which are just paraphrased from the book in the student's own words. And then you have direct quotes like this one. And so it's always good to use a variety of evidence, to use a balance of quotes and some details that you just paraphrase. Good luck with your bubble maps. I hope this review is helpful.